Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to share a heartwarming story with you titled, The Kingdom of Full Bellies. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Of course, if it's not your style, feel free to skip it. No hard feelings. Now, let's begin the story. If you ever stepped into my home, you might think you had walked straight into a feline restaurant combined with a luxury cat hotel. The moment the clock struck dinner time, my cats all gathered in the kitchen like royalty waiting for their royal chef. The menu? A grand buffet of crunchy kibbles, tender canned meat, salmon-flavored treats, and the occasional sneaky piece of chicken I accidentally dropped. Each cat had its own unique dining style. One ate politely like a lady with tiny bites, another gobbled down food as though tomorrow didn't exist, and a third carried a piece away to eat privately, as if guarding treasure. It was chaos, yet it was adorable chaos. When the last plate was licked clean, the atmosphere shifted. Silence replaced the sounds of munching. Tiny whiskers twitched in satisfaction, bellies grew rounder, and the grand dining hall, also known as my living room, fell into a sleepy calm. The feast was over. It was time for the sacred ritual, the post-meal nap. My house was not just a house. It was a carefully designed kingdom of nap zones. There were cushions shaped like clouds, tiny hammocks hung near the window, fluffy beds that looked like giant donuts, and even a velvet armchair reserved by the cats themselves. No human dared to sit there anymore, not unless they wanted to be politely pushed away by a soft paw. After eating, each cat wandered like a satisfied traveler choosing the best hotel room. One curled up inside a cardboard box fortress, another stretched dramatically across the sunny spot on the floor, while the smallest kitten claimed the biggest bed, because in cat law, cuteness equals ownership. Sometimes two cats squeezed together, creating a giant pretzel of fur, tails, and paws. Other times they sprawled alone, king or queen of their chosen territory. From above, the room looked like a mosaic of sleepy cats scattered on pillows, rugs, and blankets. The air was filled with a gentle symphony of purring, as if tiny engines were running in harmony. This was no ordinary nap. It was a grand declaration of comfort, a victory celebration after the great feast. Watching my cats enjoy their post-meal kingdom was like observing furry philosophers who had unlocked the secret of happiness. They ate well, they rested deeply, and they never felt guilty about either. No cat ever said, "Maybe I shouldn't nap for the third time today," or "I probably shouldn't eat this treat." They simply lived in the moment, unapologetically joyful in their simple pleasures. And maybe that was the biggest lesson they were teaching me, that life doesn't always have to be about rushing, stressing, or multitasking. Sometimes, life can just be about enjoying a warm meal, finding a cozy place, and allowing yourself the gift of rest. The room, filled with soft snores and twitching whiskers, felt like a reminder that contentment can be found in the simplest things. Of course, I couldn't help laughing too. The sight of 5 cats, all sprawled in silly sleeping positions, paws in the air, tongues sticking out, made my house look less like a home and more like a comedy stage. But beneath the humor, there was peace. My cats had turned ordinary meals and naps into something magical. And honestly, I couldn't imagine life any other way. In many ways, watching the cats eat happily and then rest peacefully mirrors something we humans often forget: the importance of balance. In modern life, people are constantly rushing, skipping meals, eating at their desks, or working late into the night without proper rest. Yet my cats remind me that simple routines, eating well, enjoying comfort, and taking time to recharge, are not signs of laziness but essential parts of a healthy life. Their carefree attitude after a meal shows that satisfaction doesn't come from overcomplicating things. It comes from appreciating small joys. Too often, we measure productivity only by how much we accomplish, forgetting that rest actually improves creativity, mood, and energy. If cats can unapologetically curl up for a nap in a sunny spot, perhaps we too should allow ourselves moments of genuine rest without guilt. Creating cozy spaces, savoring meals, and setting aside time to relax are not luxuries but investments in our well-being. In a fast-paced world, the lesson from these furry philosophers is simple: slow down, eat with joy, rest with intention, and trust that you will return stronger. Sometimes, The best way to move forward in life is by first giving yourself permission to pause.